Design is not just a simple check the boxes as you go. It's a huge process. The nice thing about the process with us is it all goes through me.
Welcome back to Eastside Elevated, where we dive into home building, design inspirations, and community highlights. If you're a builder looking for innovative ideas or a homeowner looking for design inspiration, you won't want to miss this. Today we're featuring industry expert Todd Brickman at the Stile Rail Design Studio in downtown Bellevue. Todd, thank you so much for inviting us to the design studio. This is clearly more than just a showroom.
Yeah, thanks for coming today. We use this design studio as not just a place to meet, but also go from the design process from the beginning to the end.
I actually remember about 6 years ago, my wife and I, when we were designing our home, we used a lot of Belmont cabinets in our home, and you helped us design. We were here. Obviously, the styles have changed, cabinets have evolved, the space has got a little tighter. You've got a lot more visuals at this point.
We are constantly changing, trying to get the design so that when people come in, they can see the latest and greatest of things. And actually, fun fact is we are having a new showroom designed and built that's going to be about twice the size of this and opening in 5 to 6 months. So it will really be pushing the envelope for our European designs, more traditional designs that everyone appreciates and loves to put in their house. So we're trying to cover the full gamut of design.
We see them in almost all of our builder projects. Custom clients are using Belmont cabinets. A lot of variation. You guys have a lot of different styles. It's pretty amazing.
Yeah, one thing that I love about Belmont is we have 4 different series, so it kind of hits different styles, it hits different budgets and price points, so that we can hit most products for people in their either remodels, new construction, spec homes. We do a lot of spec projects as well.
So you mentioned you guys have 4 different series of Belmont cabinets. What are those?
Yep, we have the 1300 series that kind of hits us in a basic level and price point. 1600 series, which has a lot of options and hits people for great remodels and spec projects. And then our 1900 series, which is more custom. And then our Vero series, and that is what our ownership group loves because it hits on the European influences that kind of drive Belmont as a company.
And from what I know about Vero series, because those are my favorite, they're designed to compete with like the ultra expensive European cabinet brands that are, out of reach for a lot of people.
Yeah, and the great thing with that is our shop is in Sumner and not in Italy or Germany or in Belgium. A lot of our products do come from Italy, but as parts and pieces is not as a full kitchen. And then we build it and based off of our designs.
Yeah, much more budget friendly.
Yes, and we definitely hit a lower price point than the import products do.
Todd, you mentioned walking clients through the design process.
Design is not just a simple check the boxes as you go. It's a huge process that takes a lot of time, as you probably remember, multiple meetings here, meetings on site. And the nice thing about the process with us is it all goes through me. So from the very beginning through the walkthroughs, I take the measurements, we finalize everything. If there's install questions or warranty questions later on, it all funnels through me.
So you're basically the single point of contact.
Yep, just all through us, each one of us. So.
You're a busy guy.
Yeah.
Let's say a customer comes into your showroom. What do you tell them? What sets Stile Rail apart?
Most of our customers come in from referrals from our contractors. Over the years, I've built up good relationships with remodel contractors, new construction contractors, and they feel comfortable sending them into us and going through the design process. The design process starts from the very beginning of conceptual design, and then we start each meeting or rendering of it, we go through and just dial it in each time. So like when we worked together, we met the very first time, it was very basic, it was broad, we were working with broad strokes, and then from there we went into all the details down to what in each cabinet is, the colors, the designs, how those all work together.
How are you going to be using the kitchen? I remember those questions as we were designing our kitchen. It's like, when I'm standing at the fridge or I'm standing at the sink, what do I want on the right? What do I want on the left? Where's the spice rack? I remember all those details. You were very detail oriented and you were the designer. And I loved that about working with you.
Correct. I mean, the fun part of it is we get to learn how you and your wife use the space and then incorporate that into the design along with keeping the aesthetics of it up to the design as well.
You mentioned a big part of your business is spec home builders. How do you support those clients?
We treat them very similar to the way a custom client is. The biggest difference for that is we usually work mainly off of a budget, but the goal is still the same. We're still trying to get a good design. We're trying to have something pop for them that's not just out in the market for everybody else as well. So the idea is still the same, and we just work on value engineering to make sure it works within the budget.
And you know what the design trends are, of course, right? So builders just probably coming to you and asking like, what's design forward, what's not too trendy, right? What's timeless.
Yep, we try and work on what's pushing the envelope right now. And that's one thing I love about Belmont is the ownership group, the two sons that own Belmont now, they are heavily influenced by Italian market. And so we go to the European Home Show every other year, and that's what drives a lot of things that we bring to market, a year or two later, trying to stay ahead of what the rest of the US is doing.
You mentioned clear communication throughout the whole process. How does your team manage that?
We found the best way is obviously we need to keep in close contact with the builder as well as a homeowner if they're involved. And we, with emails, with phone calls, with Zoom calls, trying to stay on top of any changes or questions that they may have.
Todd, thank you so much for the tour. We look forward to seeing the new showroom. I can't wait to see it when it's done.
Yeah, absolutely. We'd love to have you back.
If you're interested in learning more about Stile Rail or Belmont cabinets, stop by and check them out in downtown Bellevue, or click the link below. And of course, don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you're looking to start your own personal home building journey and need help finding the perfect lot for your future home, shoot me a message or give me a call. If I don't already have it, I'll find it.